occurred. Approximately heard and then an unknown person shouting.
You can see the bullet holes that pierced the singer's front security gate. Her RV parked inside her property.
A woman from Florida has reportedly been arrested and charged after an alleged plot targeting Rihanna shocked a lot of people. Reports say the R&B superstar had apparently been on this woman's radar, and investigators claim the situation was far more serious than anyone first thought. Authorities say the suspect was accused of planning an attack involving an AR-15, and sources even claim she had professional training as a hit woman, which makes the whole story sound even more intense. Now the drama is getting louder because 50 Cent stepped in with a public warning for Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. He basically told them to pack their bags and get out, saying if someone really ordered a hit, the danger might not be over yet. And it looks like they may have taken that advice seriously, because reports are now saying Rihanna and her family quietly left Los Angeles. Some outlets claim they moved quickly for safety, but right now it's still unclear if they only left the city or if they actually left the country too. At first, a lot of people thought the woman accused in this case, Ivana Ortiz, was just a disturbed fan acting on her own. Some even brushed it off as another extreme celebrity obsession. But now the story is taking a wild turn because new details suggest the situation might be way deeper than that. Police have now confirmed they're looking into a second person who could be connected to the alleged plan. That update has people asking serious questions. Was this actually part of a bigger setup? And was this unstable woman possibly being pushed or guided by someone else behind the scenes?
Listen, Rihanna, when you die, God is taking me to my future. You want to kill me. Shut the up.
Now people are also trying to figure out what 50 Cent really meant with that warning to Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. Was he hinting that the threat might not be over yet? Let's break it all down and see what might really be going on. There's been another big update in the Rihanna case, and honestly, the more information that comes out, the more people start asking questions. Authorities are now hinting that the suspect may not have been acting alone, which is making this whole situation feel even more serious. On top of that, the court reportedly set bail at a shocking $10.2 million, and that number immediately raised eyebrows across Los Angeles. A bail amount that high usually signals that officials believe the situation could involve something much bigger happening behind the scenes. In Los Angeles, bail crossing the 10 million mark is normally reserved for people the court believes could pose a major danger to the public. It's not just about someone possibly running away from the case. It's about the level of risk authorities believe is involved. For a single incident where no one was physically harmed, a $10.2 million bail is extremely unusual, and that detail alone has people wondering what investigators might know that hasn't been fully revealed yet. By setting the bail this high, the judge may be sending a clear message that investigators believe the suspect could still pose an ongoing danger. It suggests authorities don't see this as a one-time situation that's already over, but something that might have deeper layers still being investigated. Now reports are also claiming there may have been a secondary plan, and investigators have mentioned another individual who could be possibly connected as an accomplice. That detail alone is making the case look far more complicated than people first believed. Then there's the alarming detail about a bullet reportedly piercing through a wall, along with the level of precision authorities say was involved. When you add those pieces together, the situation starts to look a lot more serious and calculated than a random act. The suspect has now been officially identified as Ivana Lizette Ortiz. She has already been taken into custody, and several videos from her social media have surfaced online, showing her talking about Rihanna while appearing extremely unstable and distressed. Now people are asking a serious question. How did a woman who appeared to be severely mentally unstable manage to get access to a weapon in the first place? That detail alone has sparked a lot of debate online. Some are wondering if this was simply a dangerous situation involving one troubled individual, while others are questioning if someone else might have been pulling strings behind the scenes. There are even rumors floating around suggesting this could have been some kind of setup or a plan that went wrong. Because of that, many people are now looking at every detail with heavy skepticism. One person who is reportedly watching the situation closely is 50 Cent. According to someone close to him, he actually reached out to A$AP Rocky after the situation made headlines to offer some serious advice. The insider claims 50 allegedly believes this wasn't just the actions of a random fan. He reportedly warned Rocky to take Rihanna and their kids to Barbados, saying whoever may have wanted this could still be out there. Some people are now wondering if whoever was behind the situation could possibly try again. That fear has sparked heavy speculation online, with certain rumors even suggesting the suspect might have been pushed or hired by someone connected to bigger industry conflicts or rivals around A$AP Rocky. Right now, those claims are just speculation, but the chatter has definitely been getting louder. And this isn't the first time 50 Cent has publicly stood up for A$AP Rocky and his family. During Rocky's previous legal battle with A$AP Relly, 50 made it very clear he believed the entire situation looked suspicious. He openly suggested that the case might have been a setup by someone higher up who wanted to damage Rocky's reputation. At one point, he even posted on Instagram saying he believed Rocky would beat the case. While the trial was still happening, he shared clips from testimony and mocked the accuser, basically hinting that the story didn't add up and looked like an attempt to ruin Rocky's name. And when Rocky was finally acquitted, 50 jumped back on Instagram celebrating the outcome and reminding everyone that he called it from the beginning. But fast forward to now, and people close to the situation say this case has 50 Cent seriously concerned. This time, he didn't jump on Instagram with jokes or memes like he normally does when drama hits the headlines. Instead, reports claim he privately reached out to A$AP Rocky to warn him that it might be smart to leave the country for a while. According to the claims, 50 allegedly told Rocky to focus on protecting Rihanna and their kids first. The message was simple: step away from the spotlight and get somewhere safe until the situation becomes clearer. Or even connecting the situation to Rocky's past court case. One person commented, "The plot thickens. I was hoping this was just random, but that 10 million bail has me thinking we are missing some very important information. The indictment document will probably reveal more." Another fan added, "Makes me wonder if this has something to do with Ace's court case. There were definitely some people in that trial who clearly didn't like him." And someone else wrote, "This woman is what we call a patsy. When a cell is hired and something goes wrong, someone has to get caught so the person behind it stays hidden." Some witnesses also claim the woman was seen near the property while Rihanna and her family were inside. One person reportedly said, "That woman was there with her family. Go home and get some juju for your enemies." The situation immediately raised more questions because some observers believe the suspect appeared to have significant knowledge of firearms, which only adds another strange layer to the story. But online discussions have gone even further, with some people connecting the situation to completely different controversies. One user wrote, "I believe some people are running scared about who could be named in the Epstein case. A lot of powerful names were mentioned, and some people might be trying to tie up loose ends." Others also pointed out that Rihanna once had major industry connections, including past business dealings with powerful figures like Jay-Z. Of course, these are just online speculations, and there's no confirmed evidence connecting those claims to the incident. Still, many people say the details we know so far leave a lot of unanswered questions. Judging by reactions across social media, a large number of fans believe Ivana Ortiz may have simply been used as a pawn in something bigger. Some are also asking another interesting question. If her goal was truly to harm Rihanna, why fire from outside the gate instead of trying to get closer or waiting until Rihanna was somewhere outside the property? That detail alone has people seriously debating what really happened here. Right now, investigators are still working to figure out whether Ivana Ortiz acted alone or if someone else may have helped plan the situation. Authorities are reportedly reviewing security footage from the neighborhood, along with phone records and online activity, to see if there was any kind of coordination behind the scenes. Sources say detectives are especially focused on the possibility of communication between the suspect and other individuals before the incident happened. If any messages, calls, or financial transactions show up, that could completely change how this case is understood. At the same time, security around Rihanna and her family has reportedly been taken much more seriously since the incident. Situations like this often lead to tighter protection, especially when there's even a small chance that more than one person could have been involved. For now, a lot of the public is still watching closely and waiting for official documents and court updates to reveal what investigators actually found. Until those details come out, the mystery around this case continues to grow. Another detail that has people paying close attention is what could come out once the official indictment and court filings are fully released. Those documents usually reveal much more than the early news reports, including what evidence investigators believe they have and whether anyone else might be connected to the case. Legal experts say cases like this often start with limited information being shared publicly, while detectives continue building the full picture behind the scenes. That means some of the most important details might not become public until later in the investigation. If prosecutors truly believe more than one person was involved, the charges could expand quickly. That could mean additional arrests, new witnesses coming forward, or even completely different motives being uncovered. For now, the biggest question everyone keeps asking is simple. Was this the actions of one troubled individual, or is there a much bigger story still waiting to come out as the investigation moves forward? And if we're being honest, some people online believe Ivana Ortiz fits a pattern they say has appeared in certain controversial cases before. They point out how the suspect had unusual social media posts and behavior that seemed unstable, which made it easier for the public to quickly label her as an obsessed individual acting alone. According to those theories, a person like that can quickly become the face of the story. Once someone is identified, arrested, and publicly connected to the situation, the case can appear simple on the surface, and many people stop asking deeper questions. Supporters of this idea often point to past historical events, where the official explanation has been debated for years. One example people bring up is the 1963 assassination of President JFK, where the accused gunman, Lee Harvey Oswald, reportedly said, "I'm just a patsy." That quote alone has been discussed by people who believe there may have been more to the story. Another example that often comes up is the 1980 killing of John Lennon. The case centered on Mark David Chapman, who authorities said acted alone and was described as a deeply disturbed fan. But over time, some commentators have pointed to unusual details surrounding his travel, behavior before the incident, and questions about possible outside influence. Because of examples like these, some observers believe there have been moments in history where unstable individuals were used as convenient scapegoats while bigger questions remained unanswered. Now, to be clear, do we know for a fact that any of these theories is what actually happened in the Rihanna case? Of course not. The investigation is still ongoing, and right now, a lot of the conversations online are based on speculation and the limited information that has been released so far. But what many people are pointing out is that some of the details we've heard so far don't fully line up with the simple lone person explanation. Because of that, a lot of observers are choosing to wait for more evidence before jumping to conclusions. At the end of the day, this is still an active investigation, and new information could change everything once official court documents and reports become public. But now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Ivana Ortiz was just an obsessed individual acting alone? Or do you believe there could be something bigger behind the scenes? Drop your thoughts and theories in the comments below. And if you found this breakdown interesting, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others so more people can join the conversation.